Hello, it's Miss Lauren again. I'm ready to read another book. The book I'm going to read today is Dopy Gets Lost. That's the cover. One day, 7 little men set out from their house in the forest. They were the 7 dwarfs. 6 carried the things that they needed in their work at the diamond mine. 1 picked flowers along the way. That was Dopy. The dwarfs came to a small door in the mountainside. Grumpy opened the door with a key. The dwarfs went into the mine. No one looked back. No one saw that someone was watching them. Inside the mine, it was very dark. The dwarfs lit lanterns and went to work. No one saw that someone was peeking in the door. All day long, the busy dwarfs chopped rocks from the walls. Sleepy took the rocks away. Grumpy chipped diamonds from the rocks. At the end of the day, Sneezy and Doc put the diamonds in a box. Then the 7 dwarfs left the mine. Grumpy locked the door. "Let me carry the key," said Dopy. "Here," said Grumpy. "Take good care of it." A man watched Dopy tuck the key into his belt, and the man saw Dopy drop his flowers and chase after a butterfly. The butterfly flew onto Dopy's nose. Dopy was very surprised. When the butterfly flew off, Dopy followed it, and the man followed Dopy. Over the hill, over dale, and into the forest, Dopy never lost sight of the butterfly, but he did lose sight of the other dwarfs. Deep in the forest, a stranger came up to Dopy. "You look lost," the stranger said. "Why don't you come with me? I know the way to your house." Or, "Why don't you come with me? I know the way to your house." Yeah, that's what it said. Dopy happily followed the man. Soon they came to a small house. "This is my house," the man said. Why don't we stop and have a bite to eat?" said the man. "You must be hungry." Dopy was hungry, so he followed the man into the house. The man served a delicious dinner. Dopy ate so much that he fell fast asleep. "Now is my chance," said the man. He took Dopy's key and ran off. Uh-oh, that's not good. At the house of the 7 dwarfs, 6 little men sat down to dinner. They were hungry too. "Wait," cried Doc. "There is an empty chair. Someone is missing." Grumpy said, "I'm not missing. Let's eat." Dopey is not here, said Doc. Maybe he went back to the mine for something, said Grumpy. He has the key. So the six dwarfs returned to the mine. The door to the mine was standing open. Dopey must be inside, said Doc. Let's sneak in and surprise him. But Dopey was not in the mine. Instead, there was a stranger, and he was stealing the diamonds. Doc sneaked out again and told the others. What shall we do? They asked. Happy spotted the flowers that Dopey had dropped. The flowers gave him an idea. He waved the flowers under Sneezy's nose. Sneezy felt a tickle in his nose. He started to sneeze. Ah, ah, ah. Choo! The sneeze echoed through the mine. It was a terrible noise. It scared the robber out of his wits. The robber ran away as fast as he could, and was never seen again. How the dwarfs laughed. But he still don't know. Let me start that over. The robber ran away as fast as he could, and was never seen again. How the dwarfs laughed. But we still don't know where Dopey is, said Doc. Maybe Snow White can help us, Bashful said. Good idea, said Doc. Grumpy locked up the mine again. That's the last time I let somebody else carry the key, he said. Then the dwarfs set out to see Snow White. Snow White lived at the castle with her prince. Dopey is missing, Dot called to her. Snow White ran downstairs and opened the door. Come in, she said, and tell me what happened. Dopey told Snow White the whole story. Doc told Snow White the whole story. Dopey could be anywhere, he said. How can we find him? I think I know of a way, said Snow White. She led the dwarfs up some dark stairs. They went round and round and round until they reached the top of the castle. At the top of the castle was a dusty attic. Snow White led the dwarfs into it. They saw a room filled with old things that no one used anymore. Snow White uncovered a magic mirror. She said to the face in it, Mirror, mirror, shining bright, where does Dopey spend the night? The face faded away, and in the mirror was a picture of a house in the forest. I know that house, Grumpy cried. Dopey must be there. Snow White and the dwarfs walked deep into the forest. At last they came to the house they had seen in the mirror. They tiptoed up to the window and peeked in. There was Dopy, sound asleep. Doc ran inside and shook Dopy awake. "Don't be angry with him," said Snow White. Snow White kissed Dopy on the head. "I'm glad you are safe," she said. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs walked happily back to the castle. Good night, good night. Thank you for your help," the dwarfs called to Snow White. Doc spoke to Dopey before going to bed. "Remember, don't wander away, don't go off with strangers, and don't go into strange houses." Dopey nodded his head. He would never forget. And the end. I hope you enjoyed my book and have a lovely evening.